Avengers Doomsday is massive at SDCC, so I'm gonna fully break down the footage as well as more news in this video, so hit subscribe and like for more Marvel updates. So Marvel Studios has officially returned to San Diego Comic-Con, and this year's Hall H panel is shaping up to be one of the biggest MCU events in years. With Avengers Doomsday taking center stage, fans are expecting brand new footage, major cast announcements, exciting reveals, and plenty of surprises. So in this video we'll break down all the big rumors, including the latest Avengers Doomsday updates, exclusive footage, new characters, future MCU projects, and all the biggest moments you need to know from Hall H. Welcome back, guys. So Hall H at SDCC is beginning anytime now, and we're actually getting so many reports about Avengers Doomsday, which is so exciting. Well, first off, we got this Doctor Doom suit on display, which looks pretty incredible. Now, this was on day one. Currently, there's this Doctor Doom version. Instead of the Latverian Witch, we actually got this suit only. It looks a little bit different than the previous one. Now, the noticeable difference here is probably the bandage we see on his left arm. It probably symbolizes the loss he experiences, could be his daughter or maybe his wife, which is also going to be demonstrated in the second Avengers Doomsday trailer. Now, the Hall H panel is actually begins on July 25th today at 5:30 p.m. Pacific time, and it is probably gonna include trailer, cast, and major announcements. Now, I'm personally really hyped for both cast and some potential footage announcement. It would be just incredible to get some sort of exclusive content about Avengers Doomsday at this event. Will it be posted online? Probably not, but hopefully we'll get some sort of description for this and then get the official footage a little later on. Now, the Hall H has actually begun, as I said in the beginning of the video. This photo was taken just in the beginning of it, and it does look pretty crowded, to be honest. Then, there's also a report about the second Avengers Doomsday trailer saying it is pretty long. It is about 2 minutes and 30 seconds, and it does open with Doctor Doom being in his Latverian castle, sitting on his throne, as I mentioned in my previous videos on the channel, and just kind of walking through the halls, looking at the panes. He kind of regrets the loss of his wife and daughter, and then it kind of shows us Avengers and just much more. Of course, the details are not officially confirmed yet, but it does sound just unbelievable. Then, Marvel Studios' Hall H panel at San Diego Comic-Con is actually reportedly huge. Now, it has so many VIP seats, and I mean, it just has so many different rumors and reports we're gonna see. It actually begins anytime now, so I'm pretty excited for it. Let me know your thoughts on this panel this year. I think this year is just, amazing. And I hope it will be better than the one which was in 2024. So, 1 year ago exactly, Robert Downey Jr. made his first debut as Doctor Doom in the first steps, which is the Fantastic Four movie, in the post-credit scene. This one was just incredible. I also did break it down on the channel if you haven't checked it out a year ago. But this scene looked really nice. Now, we just got this incredible theory I found on X, and it actually shows us the mask of Doctor Doom which he is holding. So, while he's talking to Franklin Richards, he's actually holding this type of mask, which looks pretty similar to the mask of the Latverian Witch at San Diego Comic-Con. Now, the mask of Doctor Doom we got in the first trailer of Avengers Doomsday is actually a little different than this one. My theory is still probably Doctor Doom is just wearing his normal mask on his face. He doesn't take it off or something because he has some scars on his face. He just, constantly wears his mask, and he just holds this Latverian Witch mask. Maybe he wants to give it to Franklin or something. I'm not sure about this. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. But this theory is pretty interesting. It doesn't really look like Doctor Doom's mask, because I don't really feel like his mask is gonna be changed in the movie that fast to this. So it's probably just a different mask he's holding in his left hand. Then, of course, at San Diego Comic, this was just, a couple days ago. I believe this was on day one of San Diego Comic-Con, and I believe this was on day one, and it actually had a timer before the Hall H Marvel presentation. Does it mean that Avengers Doomsday will be presented in Hall H and potentially get something exclusive? I think most likely, because it kind of makes sense for Disney to show some exclusive footage for Avengers Doomsday today. Then we also had this mysterious Latverian Witch on the panel on display, and I kind of thought it was gonna change to red. However, it didn't. Today we only got the Doctor Doom new suit with a bandage on his left hand and no new witch. Maybe the witch will be revealed in the footage, or some new announcement on Hall H. I hope so, but this situation is pretty interesting. Maybe it will eventually be connected to Scarlet Witch. I hope so. Will be pretty interesting. And then yeah, the new Latverian Witch costume is actually different than the green one we got before. It just has, some new details. I mean, the mask is slightly different. You can see some more details as well. But the overall San Diego Comic-Con in 2026, in terms of its decorations, I think is very, very nice looking. It just, in my opinion, it is a 10 out of 10 from Disney and from the Avengers Doomsday team. The decorations are so beautiful this year, and I'm pretty impressed to know what we're gonna see in Hall H. Now, regarding Spider-Man Brand New Day, we also have some new reports from Tom Holland specifically saying something new about the symbiote suit. So he might actually receive a symbiote suit in Brand New Day, maybe in the end of the movie, but he also teases that one day he actually will wear this suit. I mean, it's pretty exciting. My personal prediction is, Secret Wars probably, but also if it is getting teased in Spider-Man Brand New Day, whether it's in the end of the movie or the post-credit scene, it's gonna be pretty exciting as a whole. I'm showing this post as well because we also are reportedly getting some new cast announcement in Hall H at 5:30 p.m. Pacific time, and it is gonna be related to the cast of the X-Men upcoming new franchise. I mean, the face overall. So it is gonna include potentially Sadie Sink as well as Denzel Washington probably. So the cast is gonna be revealed at this event, which is pretty exciting, and we are finally probably gonna know the role of Sadie Sink in Spider-Man Brand New Day, which is, I kind of believe it's 90% Jean Grey, even though Tom Holland said it's Jean Grey is not in the movie. I still kind of believe she is, and I don't really have any guess who she is playing besides the Jean Grey one. I think Jean Grey is just, the most kind of smart theory here. So let me know your thoughts on the upcoming Avengers Doomsday Hall H panel. Are you excited for it? Thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in my next video.